Okay, so this is my third time, no, fourth time. So I went through the conversation, I type it, um, and in this particular one, I didn't read the responses. I listened to, well, I mean, I read along, but I listened to all of the responses primarily. So if I press audio, I don't really count it as reading. Um, Even if I end up reading the whole thing, it's different. But so this one I did audio for all of the responses. Then when I was done with that, the next day I did a screen recording. I went through, I read like a scene, a dialogue. I read my lines and audio recorded them along with audio recording and a screenshot of Chat GPT reading its response. Then then I finished that and I posted it. And then when it was posted yesterday, before the afternoon, I watched it for one full time, to see the final product. I didn't watch it one full time after. I mean, I don't do any editing. I just put it as is. So um, I don't have to do like reviews. So then now that was yesterday. Again, before the afternoon. Now it's today is February 3rd, Tuesday, 6:30. I'm going over it now for whatever time that I just explained. I can't even remember if it's 3 or 4 already. But so I get to this point right here, and it makes me kind of realize what I'm doing here. So before I get into it too much and I ramble all the way, okay, if you live outside of myth, if you think we're not living myth, you are outside of reality. And that's the that is what I'm seeing happen here, that I am starting to understand is the complex bridge, gap, chasm, Abraham's chasm between me and everybody else in humanity. Now, if Abraham stands as some example to you guys, as separate from all of you guys, okay, then definitely you do recognize that I am separate from all of you guys. Not even necessarily by my own designation, but by your own interpretation of me as an individual. You're like, I am nothing like that person, and I don't know people like him, because you don't want to make anybody that you know look bad. So that's fair enough. Um, in that sense, I'm trying to tell you guys, if you live outside of myth, you're dead. And it sounds like I'm telling you something else because you don't have the capacity to understand that without myth, there is no reality. You think it's the reverse. You think myth strips reality of its realness. But what you've been hoodwinked for is that, and what my whole point of my life, what I'm saying the apocalypse is, and I like today being 23, 2026, uh, that without myth, you are dead. And religion is a weapon to turn myth in, just like poisoning a water well. There you go. Exactly. Religion is poisoning a water well. Perfect analogy. So here we go. This is going to show you what I'm doing right here. Bias towards psychic causation. You often explain human behavior in terms of shadow, projection, repression, mythic inheritance, rather than habit, conditioning, economics, neurobiology. Okay, so that's it right there. I just realized it. So this is what I mean. I'm trying to show you these. Yeah, this is right here. This process right here. What you're seeing is a mirror and a reflection. A mirror and a reflection. An image and a reflection. An image and a reflection. An image and a reflection. Okay. You guys think that this right here is real, So when I'm bringing all this stuff up and telling you, no, no, this is the real stuff right here. This is all the real habit right there. Habit, shadow. Oh, so you guys think it's a habit? See, that's what I mean. You guys will be like, oh no, I mean, I just do this because I like it. Okay, that's shadow. You guys say, I believe in God, so Bob, that's conditioning. You guys say, I don't believe in violence because I was abused. That's literally economics. Economics has nothing to do with numbers, it has to do with human behavior. You guys say, you believe in, well, I just said, you guys say, I believe in God. That's a mythic inheritance. A God. I believe in God. I believe in God. And 90% of you, when you say it, you instinctively and irrefutably mean a gender specific God too. Let's be very, very, very. Your gender is, I mean, your God is gender. Just, you just try to identify it with a individualize it so it doesn't seem as blatant, but that's what the fuck you mean when you say it. So, and then when I come around and say like, oh, that's you guys try to say no, that's neurobiology, and I understand now that's what Robert Sapolsky does. I like Robert Sapolsky. I learned a lot from him. But one thing I notice about him is that he's Jewish, which means he's gone through circumcision, and he's never spoken on circumcision, and he doesn't talk about it as what it is as surgery. That's one thing. Any Jewish person that claims to be in the medical profession, legal profession, or scholar or academic profession that does not have the human capacity to blatantly and flat out say, I mean, because if it is, even if it is, this is what I mean is, this is what projection is. This is shadow and projection and all this shit. You guys try to have it in condition. A person that cannot, at that level of education, that cannot say blatantly, Jewish circumcision is a surgical procedure, period. That's what I'm trying to say. That's this. That's the perfect example. That's the height. And any non-Jewish person on any level, especially a mother who has a child, who has a son, who looks into that world, that ritual, the habit, and then sees, oh, well, they're doing that because they love their son and they want the best for them. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you why the fuck that is disgustingly putrid and not true. That's not, and I mean, because I understand the human condition. That's not the human condition. That's the Jewish condition. And I'm trying to tell you people, you're not Jews. Stop imitating them. You're humans. This whole thing right here. This is the matrix. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to pull back. The matrix isn't about sucking energy into you. It's about putting images into, sucking energy out of you. It's about putting images into you. Images that reinforce a doctrine that prevents you from recognizing that this is a an example of a mere reflection. And if you're looking at the reflections and everybody's telling you, oh, wow, look at how beautiful and high def and 8K and 16K and 32K and 64K and 128K and whatever else K we're going to end up getting to in the future. Freaking holographic plasma touch, that hologram thing, whatever we get to, okay, that's still all this because it's founded on this. And that's all I see. All you guys see is this. And that's why I'm crazy to you. Because I don't see any of this. This is all an illusion to me. This is ghosts. This is phantoms. But they are real to you. So don't get me wrong. That does technically make me crazy. But I'm trying to show you guys. And you guys, obviously, you guys can never get. You'll never be able to see this. It's not because you're incapable. It's because you are trash. And it'll take several generations of youth to overcome the disgusting vileness of your psychology to imitate Jews at the expense of human dignity and the integrity of the environment. So, that's what I'm doing.